Hello sports fans, this is Ryan Santkuyl with your sports report on UWSP athletics. What a fantastic season the men's basketball team put together. The season got some early news with assistant coach Lance Randall. If Lance Randall sounds familiar, in 2006 and 2007 he was coaching Oshkosh West to back-to-back state titles in Division I. What exactly were some standout points in that game on Friday?
You know, the big thing was for us, we were only on the ice for 4 days, 5 days prior to playing. So, I liked our work ethic. I thought we worked.
In softball on Wednesday, the Pointers headed to Oshkosh for a doubleheader with playoff implications on the line, as the Pointers and the Titans were tied for the sixth and final spot in the WIAC postseason tournament. The Pointers continued to dominate their opponents with wins of 75-51 and 80-59 over Edgewood and Stout, respectively. Now with conference play underway, the Pointers faced a tough opponent in UW-Whitewater on the road. Heading into the game, the Pointers were ranked 4th in D3 polls. This one was so close that it needed overtime to decide the winner. No one led by more than 12 points throughout, and a 7-0 run by the Warhawks in overtime helped give the Pointers its first loss of the season. What are your plans going forward on the rest of the season?
The big thing was the first game gave us a real idea of things that we needed to work on.
The 2010 football schedule was released on Wednesday. The Pointers will play at Community Stadium at Gerke Park 6 times, including 3 non-conference games to start the season. In Whitewater, the first half was all about defense as the game remained scoreless until the 14-21 mark. Point came out of halftime in control as they were able to get a 12-point lead at the 9:52 mark. Whitewater made a desperate attempt to take control of the game as they were able to cut the lead down to 3, but Point got it back to 6, and Point would go on to win its league-leaguing 6th tournament title and an automatic bid into the D3 NCAA tournament. Pointers open their home schedule this Friday night when they take on the St. Norbert Knights. Puck drops at 7 o'clock. For SPTV News, this is Ryan Santkuyl. The big news on the national sports scene last night is the Canadians knock out the Capitals of the NHL playoffs in Game 7 by the score of 2-1. And I cannot believe this, but the Milwaukee Bucks returned to the Bradley Center on Friday with the series lead after their incredible come-from-behind win on Wednesday night. What are your plans going forward on the rest of the season?
The big thing was the first game gave us a real idea of things that we needed to work on. We did a lot of things really well in the game, and at the same point, we did a lot of things not so well. So, our concentration is on continue to do the things that we did well that made us successful in the game, and at the same point, really buckle down on the areas that we need to buckle down on.
What exactly were some standout points in that game on Friday?
The big thing was for us, we were only on the ice for 4 days, 5 days prior to playing. So, I liked our work ethic. I thought we worked. At times, I thought we overworked in the game. I don't think we played as smart as we could have. I think we overworked in certain situations.
I think overall just our work ethic. Got to play a lot harder, finish our checks, just all the little things, and all the rest will come.
We had a lot of positives with only 5 days of practice before the first game. We were a little sloppy out there, but I thought our offense played well. We put in 4 goals. We just need some work in our defensive zone and take care of that this week in practice.
Our job today is to come out and practice and get better tomorrow and take it day by day and continue to take steps forward as a team. I don't look to the past, and as a coach, I don't look to the future because you can't control either. So the only thing you control is today, and that's what we're going to concentrate on right now.
You got a big home-and-home series this weekend against St. Norbert's. What do you kind of expect going into that?
We expect to compete with them. Right now, they're the #1 team in the country. We've got a lot of work to do this week in practice, but it's our first home game of the year, and so we expect to come out with a lot of fire and expect to win those games.
It's obviously going to be a battle. We know what to expect out of them, being defending national champions, but we'll give them a thing or two coming, so we'll see.
Team goals going forward in the season?
Just keep winning. Just getting better every day. Getting used to the new coach, new system, same thing. Just getting better overall, and hopefully our goal is to win our last game. So that'd be the national championship.
Pointers open their home schedule this Friday night when they take on the St. Norbert Knights. Puck drops at 7 o'clock. For SPTV News, this is Ryan Santkuyl. Welcome back to SPTV News. I'm self-proclaimed sports genius Ryan Santkuyl with your Pointer Sports Update. In softball on Wednesday, the Pointers headed to Oshkosh for a doubleheader with playoff implications on the line, as the Pointers and the Titans were tied for the sixth and final spot in the WIAC postseason tournament. In Game 1, the Titans took an early lead by scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the first, and they would hold that lead until a grand slam by Laura Watkins in the top of the fifth, which tied the game at 6. In the bottom of the fifth, the Titans scored 2 more runs, and the Titans would go on to win Game 1. In Game 2, the Titans' bats were hot again, scoring 3 in the first, 3 more in the second, 2 in the third, and 4 in the fourth, giving the Titans a 12-2 lead. The Pointers would try to catch up, but the deficit was too big, and the game would be called after the 6th due to the 8-run rule, as the Titans won Game 2 15-6, ending the Pointers' chance of making the WIAC tournament. The softball team has a non-conference doubleheader on Friday against Ripon College. First pitch is scheduled for 3 p.m. Switching diamonds, on Monday the baseball team was in Whitewater for a doubleheader that was rained out over the weekend. Game 1 was close through the first 3 innings, but in the 4th inning the Warhawks took the lead, and in the bottom of the 8th, Whitewater put the game away, scoring 4 runs, and the win Game 1 8-1. In Game 2, it looked like the Warhawks were going to run away with this one as well, but in the 4th, it was all tied up. The Warhawks would take the lead in the 5th, but in the 8th, the Pointer bats came alive as the Pointers would score 4 runs, making the score 6-5 in favor of Point. In the 9th, the Pointers kept those bats warm as they were able to blow the game open, scoring 9 runs, and when the inning finally ended, the Pointers were up 15-6. The second-ranked Warhawks did score 3 runs, but not enough, as the Pointers were able to split the doubleheader, giving the Pointers a season record of 22-9 and 9-5 in the WIAC. The Pointers return home this weekend with doubleheaders on Saturday and Sunday versus the Eagles of UW La Crosse, both days getting underway at noon. The 2010 football schedule was released on Wednesday. The Pointers will play at Community Stadium at Gerke Park 6 times, including 3 non-conference games to start the season. Some important dates are the home opener on September 4th at 2 p.m. Homecoming is October 9th against UW Oshkosh. Senior Day is on November 13th against Platteville. For a look at this full schedule, go to athletics.uwsp.edu. The big news on the national sports scene last night is the Canadians knock out the Capitals of the NHL playoffs in Game 7 by the score of 2-1. And I cannot believe this, but the Milwaukee Bucks returned to the Bradley Center on Friday with the series lead after their incredible come-from-behind win on Wednesday night. That does it for today's sports update. For more Pointer sports news, be sure to check out SPTV's sports show, The Full Court Press. The show airs live at 5 p.m. on Tuesdays and re-airs daily at 6:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. I'm Ryan Santkuyl. SPTV News will be right back.
A 41-year-old boy